What's up, fight fans? This is Kurt DeVille with Counterpunch Boxing News, and I have some new news concerning Iron Mike Tyson. Iron Mike Tyson was on an interview with Good Morning Great Britain, and it's a disaster, okay? This is a source by Sports Bible, and it states, the former heavyweight champion was on ITV chat show to talk about his upcoming return against Roy Jones Jr. But the 54-year-old sparked concern from viewers. Tyson, who was live on a feed from Los Angeles, did not have much to say to questions from hosts Piers Morgan and Susanna Reed and slurred his words throughout. Mike Tyson looked absolutely hammered in his interview. Okay, so let's take a look at it.
Mike, what do you make of...
How do you feel about what he said about you, and what do you think about him as an opponent?
Well, I don't care what he said about me as an opponent. I'm just prepared to fight on Saturday night. I don't know, I'm 28.
Well, let's see. I mean, I really couldn't see much from that. If he was, maybe he just smoked. I mean, everybody knows, if you watch Mike Tyson Hot Boxing with Mike, you know that Mike Tyson smokes hemp. I mean, that's no surprise. So it's basically, you could misconstrue that any type of way. I think that reading this further, he complained about our earpiece being too loud and had little insight to give on Black Lives Matter movement or his relationship with Donald Trump, and didn't exactly do a great job to hype us up for the return to the ring. Pretty much, I am just ready to do this fight. I feel really good. I'm ready to do this. He was short when he replied and was asked about stepping back into the squared circle after 15 years. Tyson repeatedly touched his head and was breathing heavily. Some viewers thought the incredibly awkward interview stemmed from Iron Mike being drunk or high from smoking marijuana. Okay, that may be exactly what it was. I mean, that's what marijuana does when you smoke it. I mean, it's a depressant. It relaxes you. Mike Tyson had just toked. You know, you can't tell Mike Tyson to do anything at a particular time. So if he just did that, he just did that. That's Mike Tyson. You know, now, was it the best thing to do? I don't know. I mean, again, you know, maybe it was maybe working out and just rolled him a fatty. You know, I mean, but it's Tyson. It's not like someone that is mainstream. This is not the old Mike where he didn't supposed to be doing this. Mike Tyson at age 54 can do what he wants. He says the hemp relaxes him. So really, I don't see what the big deal is. I mean, it did make headwaves from people saying this is going to go well with a load of shit. This interview with Mike Tyson drunk or high. You know, I'm looking at the comments. Mike Tyson is stoned out of his head, and Good Morning Britain can't even understand him. You know, this was incredible, unexcitable interview I've ever watched Mike Tyson. Okay, well, I guess they were expecting Mike to be this kind of guy or whatever, but this is what I feel. I feel, you know, Mike has different zones, different levels. If he's smoking, he's going to get that. I've seen him like that before on Hot Boxing with Mike. So, because I've seen him. So I'm accustomed to experiencing Mike Tyson's attitude when he smokes, because he does it on his podcast. Again, this isn't one of those things where it was just so bad. Now, it did look, it appeared like he was asleep, but he was messing with his earpiece. Maybe the earpiece was uncomfortable. You know, that's not one size fits all. You know, believe me, because, you know, I used to do that for a living, and, you know, so some of those earpieces are uncomfortable, you know, and it's just a bother. So if he probably couldn't hear, maybe the feed was bad, but yeah, he was definitely stoned or something was wrong, or tired. Because you remember, if this was Good Morning Great Britain, okay, 7:46, Okay, so that was late here. Okay, so you got to keep in mind that the UK, you guys are 6 hours ahead of us. So Mike Tyson was whatever he was doing that late at night, he probably ain't had any sleep. So he was probably tired. Again, smoked him a fatty. But at the end of the day, like Mike Tyson says to anybody, what are you going to do about it? I'm Mike Tyson. But anyway, I'll leave the link below. Let you guys check it out. You guys tell me what you think about Mike Tyson's interview on Good Morning Great Britain. Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been Counterpunch. Peace.
Peace.